ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America, everywhere you want. 862-215-2007. You can chew it like this, or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your your whiskey, your brandy, anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice, nice, nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips, 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. It's your ginger honey chips. Get one for yourself. $10, free to go. Enjoy yourself. Thank you.
This assembly escalates, but Okasa will cool down. It's but nipa de see nipa bia obia or the papa everybody. Who share nipa no way the papa ni be free. Counselor, if there is one thing I am trying to learn from him is how to not get angry. It's and then counselor be try say send ya woni wo ka ni tia ana wo mpra na wo kunu tia send ya wo be manage wo anger wo bufuo mu send ya wo be tena so kakra wo de anya wo say and I made person who only me away and go officer. No. Only the person in Quadia. The person of Shenny Pebble and young punchy and young. Only the person in Quadia will be a bit about us. Then I ever try how to manage our anger in relationships. Counselor Lutros, please welcome.
Thank you, Abner. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, sir.
Good, we thank God. Fine. I see you once in the week.
Yeah.
All too soon, we've done the month of September gracefully.
Yes.
It's been a blessing. We started from the first day of September, and definitely we're going to end by this weekend, and we'll finding ourselves in October. You want to ask yourself what are some of the notable evidential substantive achievement that you can pinpoint in your life?
In my life.
Naturally,
yeah.
all of us.
Yeah.
And I think that one of the things you say to yourself in 2023, because I feel that baby you. I can't be saying.
Missy.
And you'll see now being piso be yin sen number. You'll see now being piso be wale. Awale na
impra when you be.
Onyampra na oni abotrenti. Be ma ne ko. Onyampra oni abotrenti. Oba no ko. Ye sha finance na me share nkomudie bi a eye sene ebe ya ebedi ebufuo so. Onipa na se ni bia nyankopon bo no ode ebufuo ka obobre ho. Enti ebufuo nya bonsam. Ebufuo nya de bone.
Nya de bone.
Ebufuo ebetumi aye bone. Enya de bone. Esan se onipa bi ani asasi su a ebufuo ebro obobre so. Nyankopon bo ebufuo ehye wu. Wambo wo anhye ebufuo mu. Na nyankopon
enya de akoto ya wo
debi.
Enya de wunya wa.
Se wonye nipa da seni a omumfu. Na oye nipa de ese omumfu.
E was say
yes,
you must.
Trust him say be angry. Sana Bible neka. Oh, anka say you be angry.
Or see be angry. Maybe you are taking it. Maybe I was in a particular situation.
Or see be
okay,
angry.
Now say you are allowed to at some
but sin not.
Okay, ma obunfu na emum enye endi ebufo na chi enkoye adebone ana.
Or see be angry. But sin not.
But the same Bible says anger is a sin.
No, anger has never been said to be a sin anywhere.
Oh, oh, yes, see, unforgiveness.
Unforgiveness is not anger.
Oh, okay.
It's like people believe that when they say you are broken-hearted, it's always about obia, we're breaking because of a relationship. No, you can be broken-hearted when you are sick and your colleagues refuse to visit you.
It's true.
Because brokenheartedness can even happen because you just lost your mobile phone.
Yeah. Oh, then I've experienced that a lot of time.
Thank you. So you can be brokenhearted where you forcefully slept and the most enjoyable sleep you've ever had in your life.
Somebody woke you up.
Nobody woke you up, but you got up in the morning, your phone is gone by Kwakwila Stop.
It's beyond people. It's beyond, yeah.
So when we say I'm brokenhearted, the first picture is that why he left you. It's not always about boy-girlfriend relationship.
But when phone didn't check the book, a boy there.
Your phone. I was brokenhearted so quick, and I have not recovered till today. And I don't know how I can recover totally. So I wanted to give a friend had a challenge with her phone, and I decided to give her a phone. But me is a mean delete all the old items on the phone. Let me find out. So like I'm supposed to go to the vendor.
Reset
factory
settings.
But I decided to be individual deletion. And to me call the first thing I wanted to delete was my numbers. So I saw it. Permanent delete. So now permanent delete. No, I need me a call me Google account. No, Gmail account.
So everything you've stored there.
So I lost all my numbers. Till today, I've not been able to get it. And there are numbers that I can get.
Now,
I was damn broken hearted.
But those people, they will not call you. That means they don't like you. No what?
There are some numbers that they are not regular phone call. For example, when I want to travel to the state before I reach some particular people that I'm coming, there are some business partners that they expect that at least. It came to a time, so sending me WhatsApp. I have to come back and check. So one for DPR, one for picture and DPR. Then I have to inquire from you when you, Mr. Can I know who I'm chatting with? They say, hey, then Abba, and you keep telling your stories. You have to frame the stories for them. I'm not able to tell them what really happened, but I was broken hearted. And I never blame whoever I was given the phone to, because she's not a cause. So you can be broken hearted, and out of your broken heart become very angry. There are people whose life have become negative as a result of broken heartedness. And today, I says, a tool you use for both positive and negative. Is a good master can be a bad servant too, depending on how you use it. So one of my motto is think before you talk, or better still, don't stop thinking whilst you're talking. So don't lose your mind. I have to say my mind. I was just trying to follow up the conversation we're having with the CEO of the NGO. And I realized that in all her conversation, she was trying to manage her thoughts. Why? Because somebody could use their powers to render you useless. One of the institutions that I work with, but I'm not happy with them. And other ones are the law firms or the law fraternity, the medical and dental council, the midwifery council, the teacher council. Yes. In my profession, all of them fall under me.
Counseling.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, there's a counselor in every one of these institutions.
Because I get referral cases from Ubioko Quarter. It's not composed. You need to work on your cognitive template.
Yeah, nothing Ghana Council or you committee for the one cow.
Mamo.
Yeah, and a piece of me, you know, there's a council that they
come in one. I mean,
so how do they refer them people to you if you are not?
No, referral doesn't come from them. It's a business community. We are in a business community, and in the space we are in, if I'm doing decoration and I know Abna, you are good at it, I refer anybody else who is going to have a wedding to you to do.
Yeah, not because I'm part of any brand.
Because as a matter of fact, people who knows the ginger honey chips come from me don't buy because it's from me. Because they think when they buy, I get money to buy a first class and a business ticket to travel.
You see, there are people who don't buy your ginger honey chips
because it's you, it's your product.
It's nice that you be a clear religion to one fan anyone.
Thank you. So most people do things when people are used to the brand, then you can move ahead and let them know you're the face behind it. Even that you lose a lot of customers. All these things can lead you to broken hearts and you become angry. So the factors of life and the managers of life can cause you to be angry. Abra, there are 3 kinds of people that everybody has in their life, and you need them. But the management of those people, I leave my throat, will either help you or kill you. They are the men I call matter, matter, and those who do science will constantly tell you that matter is anything that has weight.
Occupies space.
Thank you. So there are human beings who are martyrs in your life. There are women who are martyrs in your life. There are men who are martyrs in your life.
Matter like this or MARTYR.
No, matter.
Matter like occupying space.
Occupying space. So your anthrophobia, they are just occupying space in your life.
They have no use.
They are useful, but they're only occupying space.
Yeah. So they are useful. So
they are occupying space. And they are useful, but but konongo kaya on swa on more being swa.
And I said they're only useful.
No, or you're useful because we occupy space. They can make you angry. Or tahopoti or move. And we have the second category I call the people, the men who act like parasites. They are parasites. Or taho.
Or somro or
be you. Why time or so why fair? Who treat you fatal, say a fatal. What you won't say, hey, son will be out here. When bonsa or say, yes, and yes, or those are, or be on your few won't or suroka. Now I'm shred you on your few. My wolf to me food. And to feed in chair when born on can uko peer baby or be what we could draw. No, I can say, eh, and then there one pa. A banana, Jenny, Gallico, and Musa. Now I say, then yes, this year I'm there, see, didn't come on. Then a buyer, no, the one to me and me say. So to the American. The last group of people I refer to are called the change makers, the helpers of destiny.
Yes.
The people who can turn your destiny around, those who can help you manage your anger and become who you're supposed to be, so that you can have what we call the substantive, noticeable progress in your life.
That's what we are doing.
The best I'm chance say uncle for me and so ya bra bo mu a obia benya bi ewo asase atisi e de ebufuo bebrew e bi so a etimi boa ma wabufuo so twa ba kono yesi ye frɛ wo mata ne twi kasa mu no brofo kasa ne kire sɛ mata a science word e kire sɛ ade bi a ɛso a buy a etumi feel it baby enti ade bi etumi occupy space and I'm see back so your friend say somro ana parasite
on your somro to ana
onom on the other papa here boni o
onom nti on kan grant
enti what the radio so start here drive time kakra relationship kakra no say did you listen to me today? I said wow, what should I do without listening to you? How did it go? Wow, but nobody should tell you it went well.
It is our partner ain't you or toxic.
Onye toxic. Now, ontie onye dem.
I'm our partner team.
They go tie why dem.
I didn't say my partner team.
No, ontie why dem.
To support me.
Your partner should listen to other radio stations once you are on this radio station, so that they tell you that what you are doing, somebody was doing a similar thing, and this is how it went.
Okay, so they also compare other.
That's what he wants to do or she wants to do. And we say that there are other ones, and the other partner is called the change makers, the destiny helpers, those who can help you
anger manager,
change your life and let you manage your anger. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about how to manage your anger in relationship. I'm using the word manage. And I started by saying that even God who created us never created us in anger, but created anger with us. Two different things. Yambo and share bufu mu, yabo bufu wo mu. And trust them in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 25. Or can he say? Or see, therefore, each of you must put off falsehood and speak truthfully to your neighbor. For we are all members of one body. Dinokura ma kanokura chire unyonko. Kwan be so ne fire catch that balance and timu won.
Now so close you guys o timbo, I don't have married that.
And yes, I am married that. Obu aka chire say timu bon a.
Obesu.
Onsu. Na obeka seti. Unu so make no. Hey, I see when I came today, you are not getting closer to me. I've not washed my hair. Not to come and say, you say I'm high smelling. I'm advising myself. Yeah, can so a small castle to move boy.
Every hour can ye.
And the same year canon.
Every hour, hey, it's about the pilot to move out.
There be one can sample.
I say, well, just all my money crazy between women. What's not too much to them? Some of the cattle.
And the grandma cannot go on.
Sweetie, where you bear 220.
So every time, so give you money to solve your problem. And I mean,
not my husband.
And I mean, you could be told, you know, ma, Obi said, Charlie, this is, I use this, it's good, use it. No, Kokacho Obi said, and today, very much born among country. George Abraham, you do it. That ain't talk. So giving a product to tell somebody your mouth is smelling, your armpit is smelling, has always not been the answer. But yes, you are right.
No, this is
the way to say it.
Yes.
The fact that your hair is smelling doesn't mean I should give you money to go and wash your hair.
Now, what should I do about it?
You can decide not to wash it by smelling.
Just smell it. Because I mean, I'm born.
Thank you very much. Because unfortunately for us, the anatomy of the human body doesn't hear a smell from you unless you deliberately try to smell it.
Yes, exactly.
God never created us to smell ourselves. You smell is an external organ.
It wouldn't have no say. So one of
the things they say, Usiani said, because your smelling ability is your nose that is meant to smell is an external organ. Unless somebody smells and tell you are smelling, you won't know. For that matter, learn how to appreciate when others tell you you're smelling. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. So Bible is saying we are bodies and of one members. And now so called verse 26. Verse 26 see. Or see, in your anger, do not sin. Do not let the sun go down while you are still angry. Be angry. Yet do not sin. Do not allow the sun to go upon your anger. Be angry. Maubunfu. Na hwese bufuo na wo umfa bufuo nso mfa asem nsi hwe obetumi de bufuo se na wale obetumi de bufuo se ne mpratwe obetumi de bufuo se adwuma bi eso ye enkrofo bebere na nkanya adwuma omo ya ahwere wo esan se bufuo nti omo kasa keke and omo kasa de kosi ye ne se no omo kasa in a camera that has no audio.
In a camera that has no audio. And there's no one to the maker.
Thank you. But somebody was asked to interpret the action.
Hey.
And it's a person that saved them. That's why they are still employed.
Wow.
Because they were angry. So the person was watching the camera and was seeing that the person was misbehaving in the office. And so he was watching and called and asked that, and they didn't see it. And I see. And the one who went with wisdom. Now, explaining the said your artisan and Nipani acting, but that was a lie. The individual was seriously angry, insulting the colleague, using bad words. So she's still employed.
Because the
colleague didn't go to say what her action was. If the camera had audio to her, she could have lost. So ebufu aye. But manage it. Manage it. There are two things in life. The word management is different from dealing with. So in the act of managing your anger, deal with your anger. Hear this. Manage your anger is the word. But in your act of management, learn how to deal with. So what are you going to deal with? The way I respond to people is wrong. The way I act when I'm angry is wrong. People can tell you what is on their hearts in the quest of being angry. When they finish, they want to politely, honestly, shamefully use their whatever to say, I am sorry. So they want to come and apologize to you. Some would deliberately insult you to apologize. But I ask people every day, anytime you attempt to use your anger to disrespect, dishonor an individual in your life, whether your wife, your husband, your partner, a male or a female, do you consider what you're losing as a result of that action? Be angry. Sin not. What is sin? Sin is missing the mark. A mark has been set. Yemi nunu can be diantem. Abna ubuefu ubedi matem. They say ba utimu kanene se onyemi tipen. Ene di kan. They tosu mi oya bema me your bar. Creature. Well, so reasons why you get angry is because you have belittled yourself whilst I'm talking to you.
No, but if you say something wrong to me and you tell me that I should respond in a more understanding and better manner because you are a man. Not just you just said,
not because I'm a man. We have a gender disparity here. I am not a female, I am a male.
Okay.
Do you understand? So it doesn't make you a lesser being. But gender-wise, you are a female, you are a female. I'm a male.
Yeah. Okay.
So things I speak to you might be coming from my ego, and your response will be coming from pride. Because women don't have ego, they have pride.
And what's the difference?
There are two big differences.
Please elaborate. So, maybe they live with pride.
Yeah, because we to me, because Oba and to me, ego, Oba and pride. Because ego is not acquired, it's born with. It's an innate thing that God put in man.
And what is it?
It is what keeps men going. The ability to be in charge, to be belonging to a world that is a man's world. And pride is a woman who was taken out of a need for a man. So it makes every woman very proud because and the main son of me ma utumi eye de ye hwe abrantie bo ba ye fan Haman. What Haman commanded that? Unte da ka se David uta sorry his name children service.
His name was Haman. And his name was Haman.
Now that story and
he lived and he came up again.
I do him Haman. Say Haman na Esther koka chiro hin ni se o tete wo na no hin ni ndi obey o de bekum.
No bisa ni say obisa ni say o pese wo hira obi a waye papa de na obey and obi ya oboni so na pese wo kuna e de na enye no
baby that's say Bible no ntankai
no na predicting h
oh yeah then
I don't know na ebisa ni ho ansa na ye hira Mordecai.
Yes,
man. Or he didn't before or prosecuting name man. Haman. Obisa say, Obi your bonny and now be ye will be enya. How would you judge them? And no not as a me. Come on, say, come in, say, that's how they killed him.
Okay. Sunday whom?
I am.
Okay, why are they? Watch your again. You'll be on your wrong. My Bible says that the Haman, yes, sir, or he no anti as here, any of you who want a niso, a buffon a Haman. Oja Esther chapter 7 ye pa Bible ni say Esther didn't come on to him in him car say an adversary, an enemy. Who is Haman? Is terrifying the people and the queen. Say Haman how much game? Now Haman ye biya ke say you especially a same with the car also. Is that not Esther? With the car niece. Okay. Now some common course na Esther boy in him ye didn't come on. Any afraid Haman. Haman better say no. Any ye born common TDC. And see no but or hin in the bufu ye. Verse 7 of Esther chapter 6. The king got up in a rage or in anger, left his wine, and went out into the palace garden. But Haman, realizing that the king had already decided in his fate, stayed behind and begged Queen Esther for his life. Or pacho. So he didn't go no the chopper man. But maybe I must be a dear before to me. Verse 8. Or see, just as the king returned from the palace garden to the banquet hall, Haman was falling on the couch where Esther was reclining or sitting. The king exclaimed, "Will you even molest the queen while she is with me in the house?"
Why was he trying to fall on the couch?
Falling on the couch. Addition can say no more. Before me cat was a relationship. Haman and the king had a good relationship. Kinazazos. And he started her. Or he didn't haba. Haman, a person yes the casa. No poor he need your man when the bufu. And he or Esther near me and Haman. And not done in hoofing and comium. Or him Esther. Say no, yeah, no. Haman see a coffee Esther nufu.
Oh yes,
so you see what anger did. You see, immediately the king saw this action. What's it? Opportunity to explain what? Anger. And yeah, you see, immediately they covered his face, and that was the end of Haman. Hear me. Why am I telling you all these things? Yenina before my yenya and yet ton social baby. Or say before nimbra, but she said boning them. And the one you be in kita mudie, a jume near walk. And yes, a jume near one can you say an bekasa? The jume so every time before you want to, the best way to manage your anger is to see the environment you are in. Who you are, oh, thank you very much. Who you are dealing with, who has come into the picture. So don't misbehave and say, I am sorry. Sorry should not be a common word on your mouth. Oh, it's a common thing.
I said sorry.
No. I'm not. Don't you hear people saying sorry constantly without thinking? I don't use the word sorry. I feel sorry personally. That is why for 20 years plus, I started this work 2000 till now, 2023. I don't have any record of something happening in Ibuefu. No, I've never walked off set before.
Yeah.
I've met people. It's not pride.
Don't you think maybe it's because you are always the provocative one?
No, I don't provoke people.
You do.
No, I don't.
Your words are quite painful.
No, my words are painful to you because you are trying to decipher my conversation from your own intellectual discomfort.
Counselor, if you say blue, I'm not now coming to decipher blue.
Yes.
I know blue.
So when I say blue, how do you think blue is? For example, I'm not telling you where the color a brown pow.
You see, you just commented on the hair.
Yes.
I was say I'm not you see,
I would never
cheat you or relationship. I'm daddy way.
No, unfortunately for me, I will never use the word time. I will never use it. So hold on, don't worry.
You see how everybody in this room.
No, hold on. I will never use the word time.
Oh, you said it.
No, I will never use that word.
Hey. Okay, there's a synonym.
No, I won't use that word.
So you use something more like the same word, but
so I will not use the word time.
Then
what must I say? I will never use the word. For example, I made a statement like, if it's not for medical reasons, she's going through depression.
You see, how do you say this?
Good. So what is depression? Then I went back. Why would somebody go and barb a long, nice hair?
Because most Africans don't have long hair. We have nappy hair, actually.
Nappy hair?
Yeah. Because you keep your hair low all the time.
So no, we didn't have nappy hair. So far back in 1982, what we started doing was stretching our nappy hair to become a slimy hair. There was no retouch cream.
Now you did ahumano.
No, ahumano was one way. But we had the stretch comb. I had to go port to a heating. Maybe a smooth hair. Mama to a fan of
but I see some more hot combs,
and the air using a bit of money.
I don't get machine.
And yeah, different stuff. A fake.
Yeah, metal.
Or the blacksmith na you.
I blacksmith or my
now see your time na nya no di ni.
O say bibia ye wo e bia remodel.
And you keep remodel na make us nya short here but make us say obi tiri why your time.
Wo so be man na woman discuss won go anything.
That's your problem. Abna say wo twen ukunu sika ama won ye for obadwema. Wo tan a obi kan wa twantro ana enokre.
So at the end of
the day, because of one time, or because of one time, not no crap, we do at them.
Yeah, we can't be as a woman could know what's a woman.
The better Bob until because of wire time. You didn't call
now wire time is a wire time.
With 3 wire time. With 3 wire, I'm not in a 2 wire time. Say now wouldn't you say with 3 wire?
Oh, we know home course alone.
And to make us at the 3 time, 10 say I did tonight TV soon a year thing. Macabone.
No, look at the face you just kept and said this yaya thing.
No, what is your heart? No, Abna, what is yaya when I'm speaking the truth? So in the first, Abna, into time.
I think how to not let people get angry.
Abna, how to not let people get angry? Everybody was created with the ability to be angry.
So you allow everybody to cause anger, but you must learn how
to manage it. That is why I say you have to manage your thoughts, manage your feelings, and manage your actions.
Because don't you think you say, no matter what we tell you, no matter what we do to you, you don't get angry. And this person is your spouse. Now, only there are 2 different sides.
So when people say I don't get angry, it's not true. You know why I say that?
Why?
I manage my thoughts, I manage my feelings,
yes,
and I manage my anger. So even when I'm angry, because I have learned how to manage it,
it doesn't come
you can easily take advantage of the situation. Clearly see and say, this thing I'm doing to this young man is making him angry.
So don't you think by managing it all the time to people, some spouse take advantage.
Unfortunately for me, I don't have the record of your past act of anger in me.
Also, you let
my system unit is not big for such content.
Who can it be? You'll be a refi.
Nanipana why didn't now holding on to it.
Hey, wow.
In 1971, you cheated on me, I forgave you. In 1978, you did same. I was shocked because I thought it is over. 20 years down the line, 87. What did you do? The worst of it is when we went to camp meeting in 2007. I caught you again. What is wrong with you? You have the record of the wrong. So what is the presbyter for your anger? It's not the immediate action.
Yeah, it has just triggered the old one.
Thank you very much. So for you to be able to manage your anger in relationship, keep away from the content of the previous and let your system unit for anger content be little.
I think you have a very good point.
How much will you pay for this good point?
I know, it's true. Because most spouses, when they are fighting, it is because of it's innocent. What delete the old ones? The new one is number 1. And nothing a number. And this is wow.
So if you watch your conversation and the management of the fight in your house constantly, it is unresolved. Even though we have sat down to discuss it, for you it has not been resolved.
Even though we keep fighting about
there are people that have gone through divorce as a result of anger. Or the bufu jawadie, but a bufu no di jawadie no. Na ke say, the na ke say o jawadie no. Na ke say bufu ni nsusanso no aba. The action is that I caught you and Abna in bed. And I felt so disgusting, so disrespected, and I became angry. And based on that, I opted for divorce. Have I gotten the solution? Yes. The action and equal and opposite reaction. I caught you. I was angry and I divorced, which means that action was what resulted in my divorce. Should I still keep the pain in my heart?
No, I've already taken action.
Because the action was divorce. But the person has divorced many years now. And it's still until today, when you raise the issue of the past relationship, the previous or the ex-husband, the first thing that comes, Abna Michelle, then the buyer say, "No one can come into my wife." So you see what anger has done to you?
Yeah, and most women, it's true. Most women are more divorced. I mean, Mami Dokuma has clearly said it. Say, onim di onim, and then she would have stayed in her old marriage.
That's a lie. If she could have stayed in the old marriage, she could have been destroyed. And what do you onim and then that?
No, she means that based on everything she has been through, she realized that reasons in her Odija no.
And I make say when fisa wa de no anka na ke ene a ohun reasons no ohun da.
You think so?
Yes, I'm telling you. You will not appreciate hosting from where you are sitting as compared to sitting where I'm sitting.
Really?
Until you started hosting. You see what the limitation is.
Yeah.
There are things you can say here, you can't say there.
Very true.
So there are people that anger has caused them to divorce. They've lost very precious girls. They've lost very precious men.
Yeah.
And they are bragging. And family, open aya bema, open aya ba. Ya was so bad bebre wo. Then I bet then I'm actually straight. And me pabeba, nyankupon. So they are giving you jargons, words of encouragement, lose stock as a result of anger. Now let me give you another example. Bible says that, and when the disciples were with Jesus in the boat, they said, Master, don't you care that we perish in the storm? Now, why did they say that?
Because
so in the book of Mark chapter 4, if you read it carefully from verse number 37, it says, and the people when verse 38, Mark chapter 4, verse 38, it says that Jesus was in the boat, sleeping on a cushion. I love that one. That when he is in a nam, and our court boat in Mama and Sumewa da. Then whilst he was sleeping on a cushion, a storm arose. Difficult one. Then the disciples went to him and said to him, Teacher, don't you care if we drown? Anger. Where was Jesus?
He was on the boat.
When the boat sinks, where will he go?
He was with you.
So you see how you are approaching your husband for school fees with anger. How you approach your husband for your car with anger. As if he is not sensible. As if he's not qualified. The disciples didn't have an idea about who Jesus was. Because immediately they went to shout and scream at him. Something happened. If you read very carefully in verse 39. He got up, rebuked the wind and said to the waves, Quiet, be still. Then the wind died down and it was completely calm. Verse 40 is where the challenge is. Smart enough. Here the disciples who never have an idea about who Jesus Christ was. They said, what kind of man is this? What kind of man is this? What kind of man is this? It means that walking with Jesus, they didn't know what capacity he has. They didn't know what he can do. They have no idea, but they were angry. He was sleeping on a cushion. Be careful of your relationship. Be careful of your relationship. Be careful of your anger when you're dealing with your husband, your wife, your loved one. Because one way or the other, your action could destroy your future, something you will get. Manage your anger. So the secret to managing anger is the management of your thoughts, the management of your feelings, and the management of your actions. How to do it, one day, I'll continue from there.
0277
0277
64
609 644 0277 609 644.
Pacho,
manage your anger.
Yeah, real was a counselor on Facebook Live, Counselor Lutrot. So you can join the Facebook Live if the communication or the partner was also Kohonum or Twasu Honum. 80 I was the one that drove you home. My name is Abnamu Way. Thank you for tuning in. Same time Friday. Menu Enebekufi made that say bye-bye.
Hello 101.1 radio station the Ghana Hania and social media and Facebook Live APs 104.3 FM Facebook Live APs 104.3 FM and get this by and someone is great Chief Justice Eddie said here
okay. All right, so thank you very much. And then, like Abna said, the management of your anger in a relationship is important. Okay, so I have Dorothy Oklu here says, hi, counselor. Hi to Barbara comes here. And then I have management of your anger. And then I have Christian Mensa says anger. Welcome all of you on TikTok. Thank you for, we're learning. And most of us, let me say a big thank you to Bodyline Clothing for my outfit. I know before you come and tell me I'm looking good. The combination is seriously a calculation. And whether you like the calculation of the combination, it will not change whatever you're thinking about. But my name is Counselor George Lutrot. We are learning, and let's continue the conversation. You can join me either on Facebook Live or you can join me on TikTok. Remember that both on TikTok and on Facebook Live, it is easy for you to be able to join by clicking on the link. And if you're here, it's time for us to pick up questions and answers right coming from you on TikTok. Our conversation is how to manage anger in a relationship. Relationship is broad. Relationship between husband and wife. Relationship between business partners. Relationship between people who are doing business together. Relationship between people who are not married yet. Example of those of us who are not married, but we have other people we are planning that, God willing, if this relationship stands sensible.
Hey. Abna. Brother had it.
The capsules. I just saw one member.
Maybe not red now. So no me away. It was plain out, but it was a damn quiet. And then blank.
Is a learning curve. So we're learning a lot of things, but anger is very important. Anger is very important. It's a tool for change. Like I just said to all of you, coming to join us to learn something new. Every day I learn something new. Even from those who don't want to learn from them, I learn from them. So I continue my conversation. So you can join me by clicking on the link on the Facebook that you see, or you can also come on TikTok and I'll bring you on the invite button and we can do this together. Is that okay with you? All right, so we'll invite you and then we all share ideas together. It's about you and how to manage your anger. So relationship management, and I said, if you want to manage your anger, one of the things you have to learn is to deal with yourself when you are managing your anger. So majority of us have not learned how to deal with anger in our lives and manage. So it's very important to learn how to deal. So there are two things, managing and dealing with. So when it comes to an interpersonal relationship, you manage anger. When it comes to your personality and anger, you deal with it. Is somebody getting the conversation? So within the interpersonal conversation, between me and Abna Moe, between me and Abigail, between me and Abna, the two of us, when there's an incident between the two of us, I will manage my anger. But when it comes to me, I would deal with it. So when I'm sitting on the show, I'm having my Facebook live, my TikTok live. I find myself right now at a space where nobody's here, but I'm getting interactive. I'm getting very feedback from those of you sitting in front of me. Those of you who have come to join my life and we are talking, I am talking to you. Somebody will type something and will lead me to a level of distraction. One of the secrets is that I manage you. But before I come and manage the situation, I deal with myself. Is somebody here with me? There is a difference between dealing with and managing. Most of us, instead of us managing a conversational error between two of us, we deal, and once you deal with anger between two people, it escalates to conflict. So anytime you want to deal with anger, deal with anger that is self and manage anger that is us. Maybe a good example will be that. Because watch it. No matter what you do, you will be angry. No matter who you are, you will be angry. No matter how prim and proper you stand, if you don't get angry, then you are not part of the creation of God. But be careful what is making you angry, who is making you angry, the condition by which your anger is coming out. I'm talking about relationship. So you are fortunate for me to get that scripture clear for you. That the Bible says that and the disciples, Master, don't you care that we perish in the storm? Master, don't you care that we perish? It doesn't sound polite. Because the disciples have done everything. If you go, let me try and see if I can get a scripture and read for you. Sorry, I like using Bibles. So, in the book of Mark chapter 4, the account in Mark chapter 4, verse 36, it says, leaving the crowd behind, they took him along. That's Jesus. Just as he was in the boat, there were also other boats with him. Now hear me. When Jesus travels on the boat, always he travels with other boats. So we see a man of God or a bishop traveling with other convoy. It is not luxury. It is part of the security checks. That will be another day I'll explain to you. Verse 37. A ferocious storm came up and the waves broke over the boat so that it was nearly swamped. Verse 38. Jesus was in the boat, sleeping on a cushion. I love that one. You see, you can be very angry that whilst you think you are serious about something, whilst you think you are being very serious about the condition, there is somebody who doesn't get serious with what you are doing. Jesus was in the same boat. Jesus was part of the boat. As a matter of fact, Jesus requested that they go to the other side. And whilst he made a request, for position's sake, they gave Jesus the best part of the journey. They gave him a cushion to sleep on in the boat. So Jesus was sleeping on a cushion, not the mere wood in the boat. And if it's a ferocious storm. Anytime you hear ferocious storm, it means that it's a type of storm that comes like the whirlwind. Anybody who goes to sea and goes to encounter a ferocious type, because remember the first time in the book of Genesis chapter number 37, Bible says that, and the brothers of Joseph, they told them that let's kill an animal and pour the blood in the golden dress of our brother Joseph and go and tell our father that a ferocious animal has come to attack him and his body was not found. The word ferocious means that it is a deadly weapon. It is an act that you cannot manage. So there was a ferocious storm that caused the boat to crash down. Jesus was in the boat. He was not outside the boat. He was sleeping while the storms were going on. And the disciples have walked with Jesus many times. But they were angry. That how can you be sleeping while there are storms? Are you serious? You are lying on a cushion. We were somewhere you asked us to cross over. Wives have been angry when they were making noise that can we go and live in our own apartment, and husband says the environment has not developed yet. There's no water, there's no proper electricity, the road is not too much trouble. Let's manage here for the next 2 years, and then after 2 years, when others come to live in that particular suburb, we can move there to go and live. Your wife is insisting we too we can go and start in that community. Now they go to work, and it's difficult for them getting transportation back home. And you are the reason for their season. Their phone call to you becomes so insulting. The reason is that the presbyter of their anger is not the traffic, is not the no vehicle. It's a presbytated anger that you have brought them to a new site, and they are expecting you to do something. So the disciples, whilst they were pulling the boats to go ahead, and others are also in other boats following them, Jesus was sleeping on a cushion. So they were angry. Hear me. Hear me. Whatever is making you angry, deal with it. That's the first thing. Before you come and manage your anger, deal with it. There's a track record of Councillor Luttrot that for many years on this media space, for many years of this particular act that I have been in, one of the things nobody can hold against me is the act of me being angry so that I would disgrace myself. People have provoked every bit of me. People have made me felt like there's nothing good in me. People have addressed me in this space of media using very, very loose words against me. I have been attacked. I have been ostracized. I have been maligned. I have been cut off. I have been everything you can think about that can be done to a human being not to survive. I have gone through it, and I'm still going through it till today. I've gotten my fair share on radio. I was sitting on a live show. I've not done anything. A program's manager says a phone call has come to him to discontinue my interview because somebody says they shouldn't put me on air. And he had nothing to do than to tell me that I should leave the studio. I didn't utter a word, and I left. I've had a course that they have done a flyer that I'm going on a show to have a discussion. I've done my research, and I've publicized the show on my page, only to find out the next morning that I was called. No, I got there and they say my interview cannot come on. They are very sorry. Because of SYZ. Then an informant comes to tell me that the host of the show said if it is me that I'm coming, she will not sit with me to have an interview with me. And I'm talking about somebody that I built. I am part of those who have built her. That today she has a voice in the media. At a meeting, they asked her, what have I done? She told them that when I come and we are discussing a topic, I hijack the topic and you are a host. That my discussion makes her feel embarrassed, as if she doesn't know anything. So why wouldn't you go and research and learn when they put the topic down? Because I am not a daft person. I come with information. I am grounded. Hear me, with all humility. I am a medical practitioner. I'm a licensed counselor. I'm a gazetted minister of God. I am a civil engineer. I am an electrical technician. So I'm a scientist, a spiritualist, and a psychologist. And I don't stop reading. What I don't know, I ask. And I don't stop learning. So when you meet me and you want to have an interview with me, with all humility, you have to come in the angle that both of us will enjoy. So I drove to the place for the show, and the show didn't come on because one individual made a statement like that. So the disciples, in their hearts, Jesus was making them angry. All of us are here collecting water from the boat. All of us are here managing and losing our goods so that the boat will be stable. And he's down there sleeping. He's down there. Jesus Christ is so annoying. Then in verse 38, they went to the boat that was the storms were in. And when they went there, hear what they said to Jesus. And I love the way NIV started it. Jesus was in the boat, sleeping on a cushion. I love that place. For somebody to be sleeping on a cushion in the boat, it means that they have created a very comfortable space for the person. Some of us, the comfortable space we've created for our wives, we least expect them to be angry. The comfort you are enjoying in the hands of your husband, the comfort you are enjoying in the hands of your wife. Yes, you can be angry, but before you take an action, think about the comfort created for you. They went to Jesus and made a noise in his ears. They went to wake him up angrily. Jesus, Jesus, don't you care that we perish? How? He's in the boat. If the boat capsizes, all of us will die. You will not die alone. You will not perish alone. You will not leave the system alone. We are in the same thing together. Thank you. You see me. Once you are looking forward to meeting one of these days, you see me. Where do you want to meet me? Maybe I'll grant you a date. Where? Just give me the place. I might honor it. Where do you want to meet me? Somebody says he's looking forward to meet me. These are good requests. Because I hardly go out. So when there's a request like that, I feel excited. Maybe I have to honor it. Who knows what can happen?
Who knows? Who knows?
Matia, what I say? Every share, I got
a new boyfriend. He's waiting for me.
A new boyfriend, as if I'm your old boyfriend. Because yes, in English, when you say you've gotten a new boyfriend, yes, but I've not been the new. I've always been your boyfriend. How many? We are all your friends, or?
No, I've gotten a boyfriend, a sexual partner.
So then they don't say new. Because if you say new, it sounds different in English.
It's new. Well, because you are the current old.
I didn't know.
Hey, wow, Tom down.
I didn't know. Because if really I am what you see I am, the level of treatment you are meeting to me could have changed. But let me focus. Now watch it here.
Counselor, you like to fight.
Hear me. Jesus, you don't care we perish here. Then the man gets up coolly, like Councillor Lutrot. You are throwing tantrums, insulting me, using bad words on me because you are angry. As a matter of fact, the car you are driving, I bought it for you. Your wig, I bought it for you. Your bodies, I bought it for you. Even the lip gloss you are using on your lips, I bought it.
Councillor, see, ladies and gentlemen, I am using lip gloss. I am using lip gloss now.
The way you smell, your smell is as a result of my contribution.
Sir? Hey, so me saying I'm not in the smell.
There is nothing you do that my money is not inside. Because the last time I sent you, you didn't bring me the change. Even though it was coins, it's still my money.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Councillor Suma is having got today. Super glue. I'm telling you, my fans is a number. Hey!
You see, I'm bringing to your knowledge a lot of practicality. I'm a young entrepreneur into cosmetic manufacturing business. Okay. All right. So are you in Ghana? Throwing jabs are good forms of having good slang conversation. Knowing how to manage throwing of jabs is very important. They went to Jesus in anger. Don't you care that we perish? People look at your face and they address you as if you are nothing before them. The disciples forgot who they were dealing with, or they didn't know who Jesus was. So there are times I look at these children, this chicken abolo kunkwalanketinketing. For example, was it yesterday? Monday I was here, we're in OKF from here, and we got down outside there. And we chanced on a man who was very, very upset about one young lady that was close to all of us. So we're discussing, and the man said the lady doesn't respect her. Hear what the lady said. Debi amimbu. Debi also amimbu. Mimbu na usu edimi. I was like, what?
I see.
You can say this? Halifax, another lady was there. Like we were about 4 people. And when the man was complaining to us that Ombunu, Obien Anuka said, Mimbu, Nasa Kusudimi. Jami dear. Hey.
But I am good. I'm dying.
Thank you. Let me tell you. If you are having sexual intercourse with anybody who can look at your face and tell you this, and you can still go down and have sex with the person, it means you have dealt with your anger. You hear what Doreen said? Yeah, I need you. Take a decision. You saw me in your dream last night. Wow. Most of us have lost business partners. Most of us have lost good business partners. People that could have changed our dream. But because of our utterances, like the disciples, Jesus, don't you care we perish? And last week I was talking about comparison. Like Abraham would say, am I a less human being? Listen, Until you come to believe that you are a woman and I am a man, it will be very difficult for you to rise up to the point of believing that things will work for us. You have to learn how to manage your anger. Parents must learn it, because relationship is not about love alone. It's about families. It's about families. Management of your anger, management of your feelings, management of your thoughts, the end result of what you are going. Jesus, don't you care that we perish? And they went to wake him up. When they woke Jesus up, he looked at them quietly. He came out and he said to the wind, be still. Then the wind died down and it was completely calm. Now see the disciples who went to wake Jesus up, giddy giddy. He said to the disciples, why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith? So most of the time, we misbehave because of fear. You are fighting your husband because you know the rent is getting expired. You are fighting your partner because you have to pay your rent and he's behaving like the Ekosun fan. So yesterday in my office, a nurse came around, and for the first time, she lost it disgracefully. And when she left, the committee were not ready to give her accommodation because we thought that she would not be able to manage herself in a compound flat. She has applied for accommodation, and the committee is sitting so we can find her some. The accommodation for the government is only vacant when there's retirement. So, for example, if you employ a young lady who is working for 30 years, her accommodation is occupied for the next 30 years. And government cannot provide accommodation for every staff. Do you get it? So she has applied for accommodation, and she has been coming, and they keep telling her the same story. She walked to my office and was talking about it, and I was explaining to her that, oh, those who are working on accommodation, they have gone for a seminar, they are not here. But come and see her. As if I'm the one who is going to give her the accommodation. Bad loose words in her anger. And I always see her in a uniform, gently working. She used so many loose words. And when she finished, she said, if they won't give her that, we should take it. Because she knows that all of us, whatever we want from her, if she gives us, we'll give her the accommodation. And I asked her, oh, my dear, what at all do you think that will be looking forward from you so that we will give you the accommodation that is your legitimate right? What do you think it is that we will need from you? Unfortunately, is it sex? Is it money? He says, well, if it's sex that you people are thinking, I can come and lie down for all of you to have sex with me so you give me a place to sleep. I was like, what is this? Some of the things I can say. But she really showed me a side of her that was not really pleasant of a lady in uniform. Well, let me give honor to whom honor is due. No matter what I'm saying, once she comes, we have to officially introduce her and let others understand that she is here. She's well comported when she comes to this space. She manages herself regardless of her position in my heart. She behaves so well. Even when others are angry, she hides her anger. Ladies and gentlemen, my crush, Abra Sugar, is here. Welcome, oh my lord.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
My dear, thank you for coming. All right, so we continue. I'm coming to the page very soon so that you can do, but please can we share on our pages and invite others, because the discussion is just about to go down and we are doing this together in the next 30 minutes so we can wrap up like we always do it. We've done an hour so far. We are talking about how to manage your anger. And one of the issues in managing anger is, I say managing and dealing with are two different things. You as an individual, learn how to deal with anger, and the rest of us, when it comes to a group of us, dealing with Abna, dealing with Adia Pena, dealing with Nanaya, dealing with Nanama, we manage it. But when it comes to me, so before I come and manage my anger, I have dealt with the anger in myself. So deal with it. Ohima, thank you. Deal with it. Don't go loose before you can. Look, constant apology is equal to constant disrespect. And the most painful thing is that somebody can look at our face and say, you, hey, living with you is so difficult. I have not seen anybody that I can live with them that is not difficult. But it's because at times we don't know who we are dealing with. And that is my example. I want to end in the book of Mark chapter 4 verse 41. The disciples didn't know who Jesus was. So when the storms were coming, they were angry. Jesus was lying on a cushion and the storms were coming to break the boat down. But we are all in the boat. Yes, our rent is due. As I'm sitting down, my rent is due. We are in September and October is coming to an end, and the renewal of my rent is every October. So I know as a man of the house, my rent is due. So imagine my wife will come and tell me, what is today's date? Then you give her the date. What comes in your mind? Yeah. Today, let me share this funny one with you. So I was doing something and I asked my senior wife, what's today's date? And she says, today is 27. Wow, you have to pray for us today because today is our day. It's 27, and I didn't get a link. Apparently, my son was born on 27th October. My wife was born on 27th April. So in my family, I have two 27th. My first girl was born on the 13th of April. No, my second daughter is born 13th April. The first one was born on 1st April. The second one was born on 13th April. And then my second girl, or my third girl, because I'm just collecting the girls, not in terms of birth order, but the girls in it. The third girl was born on 13th June. And I am born on 13th April. So you see, we have 3 13ths. One is June, 2 April. And we have 2 20. So when my wife said 27th October is my birthday, the birthday of my son. And she's also 27. So when I asked for the day today, hey, you need to pray a prayer for us today and then do something for us. So it's 27. And all the 27 people, we are coming with our 27th grace. And I'm saying, hey, yeah, there's a birthday coming, some of these things. So I'm saying that they remind you what is today's date. Today is 27. How many days more to end the month? You say, 3 days more. Okay. What comes into your mind? No clue. What do they want to tell you? Our rent is due and do something about it. So there's a way to approach not to bring anger. And the disciples went to Jesus because, look, if you know your husband is capable of doing, if you know your wife is capable of doing, going to be angry about asking them things and approaching them, you know who you are dealing with. Every day I tell people, before you act, know who you are dealing with. Check the environment. Check who you are dealing with. See the worth of the person. The fact that you come and meet somebody on TikTok, the fact that you meet somebody on Facebook, the fact that somebody is a politician, doesn't mean you have the right to talk just anyhow and apologize. Keep the distance of the respect in your memory so you will know how to manage. When Jesus have done all these things, then they were terrified. Verse 41, it says they were terrified and they asked each other, who is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him. Who is this? There's a song like that. Only Pabampo, Oni wo, and from a po, tie wo, aso chiso, tie wo niya, wo bomu yiwayo. Da missioni pabempo anywho and from a po wonyina tiewo aso chiso wotiewo nia wobomu yiwa yo. Now listen to me.
Counselor,
I just sang this song
Counselor,
for a
reason. Let me say something before you continue. You are wasting your talent. Counselor, you can sing like this, really.
Well, you can see I'm wasting my talent. I just sang for people who have enjoyed it. So what's the waste?
We have enjoyed, but I mean, we need to be getting more of it.
Well, every time there's a need for me to sing, I sing. So there's nothing like waste.
You are not making good use of it.
Well, you call it good use. Yeah. See these eminent, pleasant people watching me, 2.4K likes, with a huge accolades on my lips, singing a song that the disciples didn't know Jesus.
Allah.
So the challenge is that they didn't know who Jesus was, but they were walking with him. And that is why they shouted at him, don't you care we perish? Do you know that you are married to one of the most richest caring husbands? Are you aware that your association with this man is changing your life? Respect him, honor him. Before you speak loose at him, remember to know who he is. If the disciples knows very well who Jesus was, they could have relaxed and even have some level of courtesy to knock where he was lying. Find a polite way of waking him up. Master Jesus, Rabbi, our one and only, we are facing a storm right now. Will you please honor us with your presence by speaking to the storm? This is how they were supposed to approach Jesus. But in their fear, there was disrespect. In their act of dying, your school fees is the reason why you are misbehaving. Your rent is the reason why you are misbehaving. The small money you need, your flight tickets, so the money for the funeral is the reason why you are misbehaving. Before you attack, before your anger will cause you to disgrace yourself, know who you are dealing with. Somebody says, okay, I now know the right lyrics of the song. So, Doreen, you see, somebody didn't even know the right lyrics of the song. Just now that I sang it, I've taught the person the right lyrics of the song. There's one favorite song of mine that I'm still struggling with the lyrics for so many years now. Amen, amen. Shirani and Yonyam. Somebody says, Ninya, Sania Seda, Ni dear, Nia Wadine, Onyanko, Ni dear da. So you see the lyrics. Nia Wadine, Onyanko, Ni dear da. So watch it here. Somebody have learned the lyrical content of what I just said. But the wrapping of my statement, where I open the rest of you on mic yourself and let's talk, is that your anger is the reason why you are marking time. The way you speak to your husband is not good. The way you address your wife is not good. You are angry. I see wives who are angry. They want to leave the marriage and they are telling them don't leave the marriage. So because of that, they are misbehaving. I see loved ones who want to break up, and because they are not giving them the right to break up, they are misbehaving. Be careful. It is true. Sometimes, let me go and read this one. You know, it's difficult. Abna, you should start reading my messages for me on TikTok. I don't know what times like. Okay, it is true. Sometimes we lose great opportunities because we don't know the people surrounding us. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. So Abraham, now you can read anytime the message comes. When I say read, then you read for me. Thank you for the honor. Now I open and unlock the microphones. How do you think we can manage our anger? I've taught you many things. Know the person you are dealing with. Never disrespect any authority over you. Look, if a man is broke and you give him chance to marry you, one of the things you remember is that once you've allowed a poor man to marry you, learn how to respect and submit to a poor man.
That's right.
How can you stand in front of us when a man is complaining, say, Ombumi, dear? How do you say this? Or can it is a grow? And the papa say, would the Adiba channel one day? No, won't tear some day. And I'm saying, Jamen woman, no, will no be as a yeah. No. When people find themselves in that position, there are people you lose them in your life, and you don't have their immediate negative effects. But some time to come, you wish they were in your life. I'm telling you. So know who you are addressing with. Somebody was talking to me and she cut the line off. And I call her back. Oh, the line dropped. He said the line didn't drop. I cut the line. I said, why? She can tell me I cut the line. I said, why? Because if I don't cut the line, I'll say things that later I'll regret. So cutting the line is nothing bad. That is not how to manage anger. The first thing is that deal with the anger in you and manage who you are talking to. Look, if you are talking to somebody who's an authority over you and the person is quiet listening to you, do you know what it means? It means you are not sensible. Why are you there? You're careful. And one of the things people don't know is that if somebody loves you and the person keeps you in a certain space of their heart that you don't know how you got there, be careful you don't lose that space you are in. The same way, like most men, you are in a certain portion of the palm or the heart of certain women in your life. Make sure that anger will not cause you to lose it. Anger is a tool for change. But most of us, parents, we've lost this. Children, we've lost it. Wives, we've lost it. Husbands, colleagues at work. You could have gotten your first degree if not your misbehavior towards somebody's husband you were going out with. Oh, yes. It's not right to go out. I'm not discussing whether it is right to go out. Someone has done. That's what I'm talking about. But the man who is paying your school fees, the man who is trying to make sure that you are able to go to school and finish your first degree, you got up one day whilst you were still in level 100, just trying to go to 200, you come and pick up Bible to preach to him and hear the message of the Lord. So let me ask you, say, I know you mean well for me. So can't you do what you are doing for me without having sex with me? So they sit you down and ask you such questions. Can't you really pay my fees without sleeping with me? Because you make me feel so guilty when I go to church and my pastor is preaching. And even though I don't know what to say, I'm not saying that I'm not enjoying the sex with you, but I'm saying that can't you help me without sleeping with me? Because I don't feel fine in me. When I'm standing on stage and I'm singing, I feel bad. When I'm serving on the altar, I feel bad. And in the Anglican church, there's a way we serve, and they're telling you the true stories of their life. What you are saying is true. It's not a lie. You are speaking truth. But ask yourself, if you are asking me, can't I help you without sleeping with you? You have offended me. You can unmute yourself and let's do it to go.
Counselor, please, how?
You've offended me. How do you tell me, sir, can't I help you without sleeping with you? You're insulting my intelligence. Say, me meaning answer. Me meaning answer. Say, me my boy, me wonder. Now when I say that, I mean what dancing I mean boy. No, when the catcher say that, I mean what dancing I mean boy. Say that, I mean dancing I mean to your fees anka. I mean do I mean what Danny fees I meet you and Usha a pair na. I hear I mean what that. Now, what's we doing to your fees? Only in Crawford. Oma for shower quans when your first degree, master's degree. A big great year, bridge then. Yan cho mumasu. A what for your nut. And what for your nut.
And no crepe, papa.
Obia and Casse. Obia take advantage of a blanco. But a blanco a bread. A son say, and Komobi odi wa bonten so. I'll be fine and relapse. And no be a source of a one. The only person in the Chibeka from Bosos of Maniscap, go Maniscap, your body. Now, body in the Mafra, Abelais, what? So that's what I'm saying. What for now? What for a Nana Colana Bani Buadia? Or Sen, I don't know, Cassa, to say when you're tipping. Or Penny SC. Or penny say, bumi, or say me imbu na agusu edimino. Yen ka, obie wano kasa. To say asresem, and asresem in any cow. Upon a general, di away him. And I'm the choir asresem, hey, Jansem Kwana, you. Or say, I'm not, Menyasem Kwa. De bia or show bia me imbuadia. And so debut ogusu dim. On Jammy dears and Mimua dear.
Me can't say more bedroom, say.
If I don't, or say another for, but you don't speak like this. Even between the two of us, if you tell me this, I will think twice.
Yeah, because at any point in time, nobody's near the West End.
Oh, yes. Look, if you tell me, sir, only come and buy diagra or Tafriwano, or penny do by train, only one diagro. What descended to your level. And I did make us say, I'm not idea that soon now kofa. Bread to say or former ukuntu muafa. It says idea was soon now kofa, to me, Gina dear sofa was slow. Nadia was form now kofa. To me, naturally, this is kuntu to form. And your penny to say, make Councillor Lutrot. Baby, I mean Gina, enemy, you know, many of my num. Baby, I me dibia do. A dimbia make me kura ye bomi dian Crawford Tim as a council near Bema Bendy. Now me dem in one sharp now or what form. Nayan quatin quatia. What they make Kasakeke? Say we are wine. Ye bomi dian. No, be bomi no say Councillor Little dear. So for Little room, I admire him. Which one? Who? Councillor George. Somebody would check Obi Kasanu with 2 dear say, wine kwabna, Nasi kwabna bang, and I cancel a little. Only so a kwabna. If you wouldn't send me a kwabna or beg your ma, now I will be doing kwabna. Kwabna tear me. I get so disrespected. Say me new didn't come. Yeah, Kasanu will be doing kwabna chen. What does it mean? To let me know that you know me.
Familiarity.
To let me know that we're having sex together. To let me know that who are you?
Exactly.
Who are wine? No, who are wine?
To let the world know they also belonging.
Oh, so what? What do you get from it? It is anger. Be angry is what the Bible says. But don't allow the sun to come over your anger. About Timana Woka. Think before you talk. And whilst you are talking, think. I leave it for the rest of you.
Come on board, come on board, come on board.
Adia Pena.
Yes, please.
I see you are there. Do you have any comment, anything to share? Now I'm done in this hours of speaking to you. 1 hour 30 minutes. Minkwama Kebi. If you have any question, you have any contribution, I'm here to help.
I agree with everything you said.
Okay.
I am so brave. I know, yes, I'm check your one son because
Yenimo, Ufa Yenim Pena Yenimo.
How can you not?
Yenim Yenim Pena Utiwe. Minim dase me fa abe uwefu da achi de mi akasa keke. Minim Abna me da so. Thank you for the gift. Minimo. Ma semu si asana mi hu. Enti uka se ya nhwa. Ya awon fe ne ye hwe. Eni ye hwa ahobrasie na mode ba no. Enfitiase ahobrasie. Missy, onipa ba ebebisa ade wo ho a te se wo de ne ka na okafo okura didi okafo didi
that's one day is true.
Me do campo a
ask you thank you that they don't think whether you have it or not, they just ask just because
thank you
you are
for
in
the
a
love.
certain
Wow.
position.
You be so idea to say there. There's all the things they do to you at times. You ask yourself, Obia to Adia Chow. One cat, thank you. Tio, thank you. I won't tear you. Tear me. Me more idea now. Casa me dacia. A Tony beer. A mammy who said, "Dear no saka now on Sankai." A mere one. But Mama, dear one, Damasi. Adia Chenam see, and no abna on Saka, dear no. Or say, I need the bread. Medasi. Do you know what he just did?
You don't even appreciate it.
Yes.
I have some.
Okay, or see, I then. Hey, would you open Medasi, Papa? Some come out. No.
It doesn't show respect.
Nobody don't care. Some come out. Medasi na open. Hey, Medasi, Papa.
I wish I know some of these people so I can give them a better response if it was to be me.
Because I would deal with my anger and I'll manage the conversation. When you say, hey,
I will
open me.
not be angry with that person. I will never be that angry with that person, but the response I will give you, you think twice.
Well, you might be right, but there are times that you want to leave them to be. But there you say, one Tiana well. She said, "Dear Papa, any gay by a gay virgin said, Selsi Mimbu Adia Jamie Dieno, and yet no started count or can it damn na oka na papa na ye din na wa begina ye nim e kan wa nim sa na sabio edi ye den
10 minutes.
Sabio e ye den
I'm saying I had the only can and one or the only relationship more and one of you want to obey. If you have to check the person before you come out with them.
And I say, and I'm just saying, I told you, I wouldn't walk with Dim Dada. What I say? Oh, what do you hear?
You can leave them.
Oh, I tell you, everything my but one said, to say about a be I didn't go share school level 100 when I went to your fees in a man. Wouldn't you say, only need giant practitioner, and you practical can well lose you. Well, lose school, no so I call. Ought to be to school, so. And who drink, what only a train prano, who drink or any mamma. You are thinking beyond what she's thinking about now.
But men have to take of it before doing it. Because you yourself, you don't even know your fate. Now will you kill her or what? Because I've witnessed so many places
the old canny and the pro. Daddy, TMU.
So the person just came in to love you the way you are and even put in more effort to make sure that maybe your person would do what do. But at the end, what can you say to me? If the man should learn from it, you are not the father or the mother. Don't sympathize with anybody. At the end, now what she no. If the man should learn from it. Yes, but help the person with a willing heart to say on to Yashi in return. Wrong is wrong. Just as like I said, when you say you know what you are doing is wrong. So you are siding like you can say, at the end, now when things are not going on well for you, you either start blaming your house witches. Meanwhile, you bought it for yourself. Wrong is wrong. You get it? And now it's like it's common. But karma and nature waits for you. There is nothing free on this earth. At the end of it, people acting the seeker as show. Maybe I make middle catacram, but there was a time I taxi driver be or say what brand was I should get him our go school where we get on a penny bill. He took Shinap and went to Antoine and all boy girl Nudia. So who caused it? You see, there are certain things you shouldn't take risk. You get it. In some of these days, when you are dealing with certain women, you have to be extra careful.
So maybe the taxi driver. What say what she get bisa? Or see on pay obi enti udi ebufu ato snap. Akonto Antoa akobonibia. Hona make say yes, how to manage our anger. Debia mi bisa say, mini wu giant branching. Now ko bo mi bia say mi mbodama. Wu shia mi say ma bodama. Weni beji ana.
Ayo, that's also another issue.
Enti abotire o, mama. We don't have patience. We don't know how to manage our anger because in the first place, the first lady that I had a relationship with, Onyo Manwaleno, but Ochinebi Mishiana say Awalena, ese many Jimano. So Abutreya, we should learn how to manage our anger. Be careful the way you speak. What Shenako school? On pe ubionti, what quantua, echo bonidia, then have been near female. What will you get from it? It's anger. It is anger. Let's manage our anger.
Now, what do you take her money? His money.
Debbie, oh, mommy.
You don't tell them, and I didn't think.
Debbie, and so and you be on your guinness, and you say a penny in your guinness go. I want you to know. Yes, you in your first degree. I want you to back. And our partner will be.
Taxi driver, no sooner. He took out his coat according to his size. So, your taxi driver will break.
And no so hot. And no so hot. Although my nipper Jimmy, and no so hot.
And no so hot.
They have a future with that person. That is why they do it. And from the beginning, they have a future with the person. Okay, at least we didn't have that.
Who call a new now preference as a son? You are not a normal human being. You need to have a different preference. It's in our way, I know. Shawali, we are now near Kurupa. So one wale da unya Kurupata. This is what wale. Me da say. It's not so wali we are saying Kurupa. You only find the best husband after marriage. You meet the best wife after marriage. Any man whose wife is bad, when you meet her, you will ask, how can you have such a nice wife and you are complaining? Because you have not married her before. Marry her and see. You will experience.
Stop comparing.
Yes.
Because you've not stayed with him or her. So stop comparing. When they do 2-3 weeks, and I'll be saying,
hey, I'm practicing our idea and your bro. No, I'm practicing any our idea and your pet. Oh, minimo. Abra, I'm practicing the near breast. Abra.
Level up.
Abra, dear, Abra, dear, and I wouldn't say that now. Abra, what about you? What do you, Abra?
Outside that they will behave different. Fear they will behave different. It's oh yeah. Wow, yeah. So by this, oh, as soon as the here they want to see the bubble. It's to correct me.
So, but you know, we have to make it about that.
Show outside, home nothing. Like,
are you?
Your baby show.
Now, the American they be honest.
That is what is happening now.
That's what I'm saying. That
you get it.
The package you bring out is what we buy you on. So yesterday I was sharing, or this morning I was saying that if Abna buys a first class or a business class ticket to travel outside the country, if I start a relationship with her, I shouldn't be able to take her back to go and buy economy ticket for her. If I can't afford the business class ticket, then the relationship is not a good one for her. So you to weigh the relationship. It's not pride. What they are saying. But be here buafo and a buafo so ye na. Unya bia somuye. But obi wo ho a nyama oye no eye ade a oye enye bibi ebe ma abrabo na kwa ni. If you don't know who you are dealing with, you can lose him before you know who he is. Yes.
Oh, says a piano man, Omuka bin dada. Omuka review.
There be na say bin na dey so bi afa. Mami, now when a small say, no, mami, now when a small say, any bear man bebre. Pan afra wo. E bi abo. Only me braje den. There be empem me empem ba mo ne embebre wo. Yempe oba ne yembebre. So oba ne wo bre a wo bre. De bi obeka wo bre. So ti ase. Kama wadam fofo agi abo wo so no. No say wine councilor Lutrot. Wine. Kwabna Lutrot. Bisan say e sha ase ne e da form. Ye be wure fie na ye nye tiles. Na ye normal floor. Oba na mo sorry. Tena se mu didi wo ho ntimi nka hwe. Mu didi na mebo aben. Ene wadam fofo ka che o se wura aba o se wan mi kru. Mu tena se didi o nka hwe. Entumi oba brenya ombu. Anya de.
After some time,
Mami, nyame ya wadu na hia de aben a. Kodi bi wai. Ena abna kan. Fabum.
Oh, that's what we
Mo fa adwen na be boa mo.
I ever fire one drink.
Be man so kwa wa repair ye mo so mo fa mo ho adwen na mo nye yie. Etudi bia de woman say mo nim say na business ka o. Eno ne mo problem. Alope na me eno a o say alope me ka say me wo wandan fo bi me penasem sa ma me hu dia me nya me ho. Say otwo na me kan say accommodate me awu. Oka say den abedi na me say anything you provide. Oba bre me aduane. On fe aduane bank kan chem say 40 Ghana paid that. On for delivery car and bank and when the delivery guys get their paying on your bidder. Aha. But a call befa super Ajisikano.
That is what you call a friend.
A call befa so Ajisikano. And a man is car. And ya because when she's spending on you, you don't complain. On ye Jumabia Bosumi wa your money 2,000, but I do birthday. No a top perfume worth 4,000 amount. So be no codi no libertoma wo or kobo no libertoma wo. That is not the problem. The fact that she can think beyond her salary to give you such an amount of a gift, it puts her in a particular space in your heart. Now what dear do baby I am a cake. I treat you. Do me the not of socks in the handkerchief for mommy. Me kasi na minti ya oka, e because man ka say na ka kasi na minti ya oka. Obi baby. Why baby otina? Monto mo obi why baby? Oh, to boss no obi kan baby say eni bi wo ho akasa munye din. Why baby? Oh why? Yeah, ready yes please. What's the date here? 29 September.
28.
What's 28? Hey, TikTok for but what's not a birthday party will pay you so. Hey, what's not? Abna, what's not your birthday? You better celebrate my wife. And yeah, and yeah, by best celebrating. Hey, what's your birthday? You best celebrate a man for you, Masho. Your birthday time with Abner Sugar.
Announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the biggest birthday. Otina radio station TV station social media. Well, happy birthdays to you. I wish you long life, prosperity as you launch into a new age. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord bless your going out and your coming in. Anytime you are celebrating your birthday is an addition. I join anybody who will celebrate you to celebrate you this particular time. I wish you a happy birthday in advance. I declare that as you find yourself in the new age on the 28th day of September, may good and wise men bring you gifts. May your smiles never cease. May your tears dry up. I declare over your life that as you drink water, may water bring you life. As you eat food, may food bring you life and safety. Abner Sugar, a happy birthday in advance. On behalf of all the people here, tomorrow we'll celebrate you. Happy birthday. I was for the mission. Yes, you have a tray upon. Yeah, the 5 minutes never gifting. Yeah, gifting Councilor Little.
Pray for me too. My birthday is next year. Can you imagine?
Father, I pray for this lady or this gentleman requesting for a birthday party for next year.
Next month is my birthday.
Lord, I pray for him or her that next year they will celebrate their birthday. They will finish this year. They will finish this year. They will finish this year and celebrate their birthday next year. Those who are celebrating their birthday next month, Father, take them to next month and let them be celebrated. Happy birthday and bye-bye to all of you. We are doing giftings. Please, let's go gift. Thank you, Ahima. Thank you, Abner. Release your gifts now and let me go. Thank you very much. Majose, your friend is Ginger Honey Chips. Who pay be a friend 0277 609 644. Ginger Honey Chips. Who America now or him from? Oh, Chicago, America. You bet my Melia bro. Over friend 862 215 2007. Who first number 862 215 2007. Mr. Fred White. Namishrabu, thank you for your gift. Happy birthday in advance, Abna. And we'll talk. I'll pray for you at 12 o'clock. God bless you. Thank you for coming. Another wrap for tomorrow. Bye-bye. And manage your anger. Don't let anybody destroy you. Manage your anger. Bye-bye.
I don't know why black people are still suffering. We are blessed with God. We are so hungry.
I hope you can hear the sound of what I'm chewing. It's nothing but it's ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America, everywhere you want. 862-215-2007. You can chew it like this, or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your whiskey, your brandy, anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice, nice, nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips, 862-215-2007. 2007. 862-215-2007. It's your ginger honey chips. Get one for yourself. $10, free to go. Enjoy yourself. Thank you. I hope you can hear the sound of what I'm chewing. It's nothing but it's ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America. Everywhere you want. 862-215-2007. You can chew it like this. Or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your akpadashi, your whiskey, your brandy, anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice, nice, nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips, 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. It's your ginger honey chips. Get one for yourself. $10, free to go. Enjoy yourself. Thank you. I hope you can hear the sound of what I'm chewing. It's nothing but it's ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America. Everywhere you want. 862-215-2007. You can chew it like this. Or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your akpadashi, your whiskey, your brandy, anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice, nice, nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips, 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. It's your ginger honey chips. Get one for yourself. $10, free to go. Enjoy yourself. Thank you.